Hello, students, and welcome to Unit 3, Lesson 2. Our lesson is about future time clauses, and this information is really important because as you are in other classes and writing essays and different papers, knowing how to use future time clauses correctly is really important. And so I hope you can focus on this lesson, and if it's a review, then that's great. But if it's new information, you can learn something new as well. So this is on page 71 in your book. So what I need you to do is to listen as I read the article on clever clothes, and then we will go from there. So clever clothes. These days we want clothes to make us look good and to protect us from the weather. However, scientists say that things are going to change. Thanks to technological advances, soon we will be wearing clever clothes such as the following. Cell phone jackets. These jackets will power a cell phone when we push a button on the sleeve. Health monitoring shirts. These shirts will check our heart rate and blood pressure and will collect other important health information while we go about our daily lives. They will inform us of any possible problems. GPS clothes for kids. These clothes have built-in GPS tracking systems. They will allow parents to watch their children on the computer and know where they are at all times. Military first aid uniforms. These uniforms will allow soldiers to turn the sleeve or leg of their clothing into casts if they break a bone. This way, soldiers will be able to treat injuries as soon as they happen. Scientists are developing all kinds of intelligent textiles in their labs. However, we won't see many clever clothes in stores until researchers learn how to make them comfortable to wear. When that happens, there will probably be a clothing revolution. Experts say that clever clothes will change not only the fashion industry, but also the way we think. We will still want clothes to look good, but we will also want them to work for us. Okay, now I need you to go on to page 72, and I need you to answer for exercise 2, questions 1 through 4. And the questions here, you can go back to the article and check, and you can write your answer in the Ed Puzzle video. And then I need you to also do exercise 3A. And what you need to do when the question comes up is to choose which word is showing the time. So the time word or phrase. And I'm just going to ask you to write in the Ed Puzzle the one word. So like when for number 1 will be the answer, and then what is the time word in each sentence. So you need to put that in as well. Then after you finish that, you will have some exercises in Google Forms, and I will explain those in a minute. So go ahead and finish exercise 2 and 3. Okay, the main part of the lesson is to work with future time clauses. And so let me just explain briefly that the time clause has a word like before or after or when. And if it starts at the beginning of a sentence, you're going to put a comma after the time clause. However, if the time clause is at the end of the sentence, you don't need a comma there. And you also want to be careful, number 3 here, that in the time clause, you do not put in a will or be going to verb tense. You only put that in the regular part of the sentence, but not in the time clause. So I need you to read through this chart and try to make sense of what it says there. And then you're going to complete exercise 4 in a Google form that is in this assignment. And you're going to have to choose a correct sentence for that. And then also chart 3.4 is very similar to 3.3 because you're looking for these types of words: after, as soon as, before, once, until, when, and while. And those are, again, the time clauses. And if it starts the sentence, there's a comma after it if it starts, but if it's at the end, then you don't need a comma. And so again, you want to be careful in understanding which happens first and which happens second. So that's what you're going to do in exercise 5. You have to decide what is first and what is second. And you're going to mark that in the Google form. And then also, I want you to complete exercise 6. So which time phrase word do you need to put in the sentence to make it make sense? So the lights will come on until you get home or as soon as you get home. It has a different meaning, so you have to be careful there. So you're going to do exercise 5 and 6 in the Google form. And again, if you have any questions, you can let me know. All right, thank you.